What is up, everybody? OGP back with you from the theater once again. It is movie day. It's time to go see A Quiet Place Day 1. Creepy crawly things heading up the side of big buildings in New York City, killing a bunch of people, and you got to be very quiet. The trailer looks good. I've seen at least one other Quiet Place movie. They were okay, but this one looks to be a lot better. This one looks really good. So I'm very excited to get in here and check it out. Well, you'll see I'm going in very optimistic. Yes, I said optimistic. Into the theater to see A Quiet Place Day 1. Maybe with those people. Who knows? 2nd Street Cinema here in Beaumont, California. With the Dolby Atmos sign up there. We'll take a look at the other movies that'll be coming out soon on the way out the door, including Joker and Beetlejuice. But for now, let's go see this movie. Theater number 1, the giant screen. How it all began. Here we go. G6.
2 hours later.
There it was. Quiet Place Day 1. We'll talk about that outside. Joker, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Who Gives a Shit. Oof. Just like that, we are out of the theater. Going to talk about this real quick. No spoilers for the next couple minutes. I'll let you know when those are coming. If you don't want to hear the spoilers, you can turn off the video. But I just literally walked out of the theater right now, as you can see behind me, from seeing A Quiet Place Day 1. And the trailer had me pretty excited. And I will say my initial thought is I'm pretty happy with the film. There's nothing major that, like pissed me off or anything. And it was kind of what I expected. The effects were pretty great. The story was pretty fun. There was a couple spots that I kind of question how or why these characters would have done things the way they did, but we'll talk about that in spoilers. All in all, on a 1 to 10, I would say I'd give this probably about a 7. It was pretty entertaining. If you see it in a theater, I don't think you'll regret it. If you wait and see it at home, you'll probably be fine too, but I did enjoy seeing it on that really big screen there. It was a lot of fun with the effects of the creatures and all the different locations they were in. It was a lot of fun. This one had the biggest budget by far. Well, I guess not by far, but the biggest budget of the films from the franchise. The first one was a $17 million budget. Second one was a $60 million budget, and this is a $67 million budget. With all the filming locations, the special effects and everything, you can imagine how that, the budget would add up really quick. So for that type of budget, for kind of an origin story, well, not kind of, but for an origin story for the Quiet Place franchise, I think they did a good job. We didn't need the family that we saw with John Krasinski to understand or anything. You could go in, if you've never seen those, you'll be just fine, and you'll still enjoy this movie. It was pretty good. I'm pretty happy. It's been a while since I've been to the theater and not been kind of irked at things. So with that being said, before we get into spoilers, just remind you, if you have not seen the movie yet and you want to go see it without being spoiled, go ahead and stop the video now. But before you do, hit the thumbs up button for me. I would appreciate that. And let me know after you've seen the movie what your thoughts are down below. We are inside the car now. That means it is spoiler time. So if you haven't seen the movie, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is spoiler time. I'm not going to get too heavy into spoilers, because even if you're watching this and you're like, I don't really care about spoilers, I still don't want to spoil it too much. But basically, if you've seen the trailer, the story really revolves around 2 people, a guy and a girl, and the guy at first is kind of annoying. He's very scared, as everybody would be if like aliens invaded. But the girl's like, go away, don't follow me, because people are stupid. And we learn very quickly that we can't make any noise or else we'll get killed. But there's still idiots in the street screaming or yelling for family members, stuff like that. So I appreciated that, because in general, people can be pretty stupid. So the idea that they showed people being stupid was pretty accurate. I thought that's pretty spot on. If we had an alien invasion and you had to be quiet, there would be goofballs out there running around screaming still. So for her wanting to be left alone, I kind of get it. And she had a place that she wanted to go to rather than where everybody was going to escape, because it just was sentimental to her. And we found out early on that she is dying of whatever, I'm guessing like cancer or something. So she knows she doesn't have too long to live anyway, so she wants to go to this one place one last time. And so that's kind of her MO throughout the whole film, is that she's determined to get to this place. And this guy, knowing the other direction opposite of where she's going is the way to safety, and he chooses to follow her for whatever reason, but that's fine. There's no big deal with that. They team up and they go, and they're there for each other. They support each other. There's some great scenes down in the subway with the water and these aliens. They can't swim, so or I guess I'm thinking they just can't swim. I don't think water hurts them, but they just can't swim. So there's some scenes down there in the subway that were pretty cool, and other places along their path to get where they were going that were pretty cool. I enjoyed all that. Now, when they did get to where they were going, something happens that if you've seen it, so she's kind of bummed out. Then they go to another place, kind of an alternate kind of cool place for her, and then they go inside, and this guy who was like the biggest chicken shit in the world all of a sudden has this like awakening, and he comes to life and wants to entertain her and make her happy, and kind of does like a silent show pretending like there's an audience and stuff. And I thought that was a little extreme for him, as big of a crybaby as he was early on, to be able to flip that much and go completely I'm not scared, I'm going to be doing a little performance here and everything, was a little much for me, but it wasn't bad. And if I'm really looking for things to complain about, like that would be one. The very, very end of the movie, how it ends, which I'm not gonna even get into here, but how the final scene, how it ends. Did it have to happen like that? Because let's talk about the fact that they are separated for a reason, and did it have to happen like that? No. And if you've seen it, you understand what I'm talking about. But I don't feel like they had to be separate and he had to go away. I don't feel like they both could have gone. They could have done what they needed to do there and left together. But she didn't want it to go that way. That's fine, whatever. The last scene of the movie I thought was pretty cool. The way it ended, the last shot before cut to black, that was a pretty cool way to end it, based on her character and the way things were going and what was happening. I thought they ended it pretty cool. It being like a quiet place, it's a quiet movie, so I recommend don't go to watch this if you haven't, unless you're wide awake. Don't go and into a theater if you're kind of sleepy or whatever, because there's a lot of kind of quiet, calm parts that could lull you a little bit if you're not careful. But all in all, it was worth the watch. I'm not mad at it. I enjoyed it. For once, pretty happy. Although my theater did raise their ticket prices by $4. And I don't know if that's because this is a special movie premiere or something, because it's Thursday night, but it's normally $12.50 and it was $16.50 today, and that kind of bugged me. That sucked. So hopefully that's not the case moving forward. Maybe it's just a special premiere event or something, but we'll see about that. That is my problem, not yours. But anyways, yeah, I would say 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable. Go see it at the theater. You won't be mad. Or wait till it comes out at home and you'll be fine. But if money's not an issue, go see it at the theater. I'd recommend it. But thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. And have yourselves a good one. Click the thumbs up. What else am I forgetting? I don't know. Creep I.E coming up. Creep I.E Aftermath. September, just a couple months away. Pretty cool lineup. They're going to have Daniel Harris and Scout Taylor Compton doing their podcast. I think it's called Talk Scary to Me, live from the convention. So Creep I.E if you haven't, links down below. Go check it out. Get your tickets if you're in Southern California or can make it. But thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.